Good evening, everyone, and welcome to our next episode of ECW Lives. Some more debuts tonight, and also we're going to put somebody else in our fatal four-way to crown our first ECW champion at our next pay-per-view. And we are kicking things off with what is going to be an incredible match as Chris Jericho goes one-on-one against Mr. Dean Malenko. I'm looking forward to this bad boy. This gonna be good. Right. Tonight's card, then we're starting things off, of course, with the match you see in the ring right now. We have also got for you the debut of Mustafa Saeed teaming up with New Jack as part of the Gangsters to take on another debuting team in Rocco Rock and Johnny Grunge, who are... I forgot what they're called all of a sudden. What are they called again? Public Enemy, of course. There we go. Also tonight, a three-way dance, Spike Dudley, Little Guido, and Taka Michinoku. We've got Mike Awesome going one-on-one against Chris Chetty. And our main event, Taz versus Sid. The winner of that will join Jerry Lynn in the fatal four-way dance at our next pay-per-view to crown our next ECW champion. Well, I say our first ECW champion, if you will. Nice takedown there by Dean Malenko, now bringing Jericho back up to a standing base. Malenko slamming him. Clothesline first into the back. A bit interesting one, this. I mean, how's the rankings looking for both these guys at the moment? Let's have a goosey gander. Right, old Jeraz is on 0 with 3+ points and 3 minuses. And Malenko's on -1 with 1 minus point so far. So still a lot up to grabs. Both these guys would like to escalate themselves to when we look to crown our first television champion here in ECW. Nice strike there by Jericho. And a clothesline as well. Lovely running bulldog by Jericho from the corner. Malenko strikes a nice running crossbody. And Malenko and Jericho in the corner, slamming him face first into the top turnbuckle pad. And Malenko really in control of this match at this point in time. Showcasing his fantastic technical ability. One of the most underrated technical wrestlers I think we've seen in a long time. A very, very long time. Not spoken about enough in my opinion. Jericho now looking for the leg of Malenko. Malenko able to fight free. Closed onto the back once again by Malenko. Not quite enough to get the win. Nice neck breaker once again by Malenko. Like I said, incredible technical wrestler. Malenko just standing over the grounded Jericho now, not really taking advantage of the situation. I think someone as experienced as Malenko would be a little bit better at really finishing off his opponents. But he does now take Jericho, I think, looking for an Alabama Slam. Jericho with a nice forearm. Taking Malenko up into a powerbomb position, slams him down hard. Now heading up to the top. Jericho now, big moonsault. Will it be enough? It's not quite. Malenko able to kick out on the 2. Jericho can't believe it. He thought he had the match won there and then with that big moonsault. Malenko fighting back. Malenko sending Jericho to the outside. Follows him out as well. Malenko sending Jericho back in now. Now Malenko heading up top. Dropping an elbow right into the spine of Jericho. Jericho now stalking Malenko, brings him back up to a seated base. And Jericho just slowing the match down, keeping Malenko grounded. Jericho now stalking Malenko. What is the plan? He catches him, and now he is looking to turn him over into that line tame with the walls of Jericho locked in. Will Malenko have to tap? He does. Malenko taps, and Jericho picks up the victory. He'll be very happy with that. For some reason, he's now got R points because I mistyped. He now has 4 points, 4 pluses, 3 minuses, which gives Jericho a +1 in the rankings. Malenko drops down to a -2. And Jericho looking to give a handshake there to his fellow Canadian, Dean Malenko. I tell you what a tag team these two would be. What a tag team these two would be. And here is our second match of the evening. 2 new tag teams here. Of course, I've already seen New Jack in singles competition, but now we get to see him alongside his tag team partner, Mustafa Saeed of the Gangsters, going up against Public Enemy, Rocco Rock, and Johnny Grunge. This is, of course, Tag Team Extreme Rules. This should be a fun one. It should be a fun one. I think these guys had some very good matches in ECW in the time. They're not. I don't think any of these 4 men are necessarily the most incredible in-ring competitors, to be honest. But they are cracking. Cracking fun, should we say? I just turned into Wallace from Wallace and Gromit there, didn't I? Really. Lots of weaponry, lots of fun, lots of aggression. So it should be pretty fun. We should see a lot of. We should see a lot of assets being used, shall we say, as help. I mean, I'd be surprised if there wasn't some chair action, table action, that sort of stuff going on, to be honest. New Jack with the big overhand strike on Johnny. I think it's Johnny Grunge in the ring and Rocco Rock on the outside, with Mustafa Saeed on the outside and New Jack on the inside. I know some of you are not necessarily the... some of you ECW might be a little bit before your time. I know a lot of you out there that probably do know ECW pretty well. I sort of just about caught the end of ECW by the time I sort of spotted them. It was late 90s, and I was instantly hooked on them, which is why I'm enjoying this so much. But yeah, I mean, we'll have to see. We'll have to see. I mean, this is doing pretty well this season at the moment. People seem quite happy with it. People are really enjoying it, so I'm happy to continue on. It's getting good views and good likes. That's the main thing. New Jack then with the elbow right in the face of Johnny Grunge. New Jack now bringing Grunge back up to a standing base into the corner. Submission there by New Jack on Johnny Grunge. Rocco Rock Able to break it up. Nice neck breaker. It's been a pretty tame match so far, to be honest. I mean, you sort of expect more aggression from these guys, but... no weapons at all. I mean, the referee's been taken out. That's a good start. That's what we like to see. Nice clothesline there by Saeed, taking down Rocco Rock in the corner. Brings him out the hard way, slamming him down. And of course, at the moment, a lot of these sort of teams are looking for opportunities to see what they can do as well, because, of course, we're crowning our first ECW champion at our next pay-per-view. After that, we'll start looking at the tag team division as well as the television division as well. We've got a lot of good tag teams. How many have we got? We've got 17 tag teams I've got listed down here. It's a little bit too many for a big tournament, but there we go. New Jack gets the pin, and the Gangsters get the victory. Their first opportunity to show what they can do. Public Enemy with the loss. The Gangsters with the win. Where are they? New Jack. The Gangsters. There they are. There's the victory. Okay. Okay. So the tag team rankings starting to develop a little bit now. And, of course, it's a big win for New Jack, who was on -1 before this match. And, of course, debut for Mustafa Saeed and Johnny Grunge and Rocco Rock dropped down to -1. There we go. Good victory, then, for the Gangsters here in this match. And who knows? Could these guys be future tag team champions? I mean, if the weapons have got their way, they definitely will be. I expect lots of aggression from these two. Lots of chairs, lots of kendo sticks, a few baseball bats, who knows? And here is our next match in the nice little three-way dance between Little Guido, Spike Dudley, and Taka Michinoku. This should be a fun one as well. We've seen Little Guido and Spike a couple of times so far, and we've seen Taka as part of a 6-man tag match at our first pay-per-view November to remember, haven't we? Of course, three-way dancer, which means it is elimination. So 2 points up for grabs in this one. So it'll be interesting to see who can showcase themselves, because at the moment we've got Little Guido on -3. Spike Dudley is currently sat on 0, of course, because he did get the +1 at the pay-per-view. Who did they face at the pay-per-view? Was it them that defeated? No. Bubba, Spike, and Devon defeated the BWO, the American BWO, not the Japanese import ones. They lost to Rey Mysterio, Psychosis, and Juventud in a 6-man tag on the pre-show, didn't they? Taka now gets slammed face first into the mat by a little Spike Dudley. So yeah, Taka's on -1 as well then, I believe, isn't he? Taka's on -2, sorry. Taka's on -2, Guido's on -3, and little Spike Dudley on 0. So they could all do with the points, really. I suppose little Guido and Taka need them more desperately than Spike, but everyone will want the points as much as they can get them, I suppose. Little Guido slamming the back of the head of Taka Michinoku into the ring. Taka now with a standing front chancery on Guido. Taka now taking Guido up and slamming him down nicely into the Falcon Arrow. Spike, big running fist right into the face of Taka, and Taka catching Spike with a rake to the eyes. Remember, this is a three-way dance. No disqualifications, no countouts. Weapons are encouraged. The classic ECW little catchphrase we're going on here. EC-dub, EC-dub, EC-dub. Guido now taking Taka up into the clothesline. Guido bring him up and slamming Taka back of the head first into the mat. Now into the armbar. Spike breaks it up. But Guido with the boot right in the face. Spike Dudley looking to powerbomb Taka Michinoku, who was able to roll it through into the roll-up. And little Guido breaking that one up. Of course, it is elimination, but at the same time, Guido must be confident that that he could be getting both eliminations by breaking that pin. Nice takedown there by Guido, dropping Spike face first. Now the boot in the gut, Guido in with a neck breaker on Spike. Guido now heads up high. That's a long distance, but he's stalking Spike as he slowly gets back up to his feet. Guido missed. Told you it was a long distance, didn't I? Taka now. Look at the Michinoku driver on Spike. Dudley hits it. Doesn't go for the pin, though. Goes after little Guido. And he could have had the chance there to get the first elimination and get himself a point in this one. But Guido now locking in the armbar. Oh, wow. Spike just runs straight through and chops the knee of Taka Michinoku out. Nice takedown there once again by Guido. Into the pin now on Taka Michinoku. Only a 1 count. Remember, 2 more matches left for you in this one. After this, we've got Mike Awesome versus Chris Chetty and Taz versus Sid in the main event. The winner joining, of course, Jerry Lynn in that 4-way dance at the next pay-per-view to crown our first ECW champion. ECW. ECW. Guido now just shouting at the crowd here in the front row. Quite sure he should really be paying much attention to them. He should be really concentrating on what he should be doing because he's now been caught out by little Spike Dudley. The run to the litter. Nice takedowns there on Guido and a nice running boot into the face as well. Taka now, nice super kick right into the face of little Guido. And wow, big German suplex on Spike, sending him halfway across the ring. Spike with a pile driver on Taka Michinoku. This could be the first elimination. Oh, Spike wiping out little Guido as well. Ooh. Spike now looking for that little Dudley dog. He hits it on Taka Michinoku. 1, 2, and 3. And Taka is eliminated. Spike with the pin, which means Taka Michinoku gets himself another minus point. Puts him down to -3. Little Spike Dudley, though, getting himself a plus up to +1. Little Guido drops straight into the pin. I don't know if he hits him big while I wasn't looking. Not big enough to keep little Spike down, though. Spike now sending Guido face first. Oh, Spike now with the sledgehammer right into the knee of little Guido. Into the pin. Will it be enough to keep him down? It will indeed. Little Spike Dudley gets himself another point then. So he's now up to +2. He's on +2 in the rankings. Little Spike Dudley. Who saw that coming? And little Guido drops to -4, which puts him at rock solid bottom of the rankings, actually. But it was a good match. It was a fun match, this one. I do enjoy these little freeway dances. It was a fun one. What a pile driver that was by little Spike Dudley. It wasn't enough to keep Taka Michinoku down at the time, though. As we see here, only a 2 count. There was the unprettier by Little Guido, or the kill switch, whichever way you want to go with it. Which again was not enough for the 3 count. But in the end, it was Little Spike Dudley, the runt of the litter, who was able to get the massive victory for him. And that puts him +2 in the rankings. I mean, I would consider, seriously, when the television championship picture does come around, you've got to really consider this little lad at potentially being involved in that. And here is our next match of the evening. Mike Awesome goes one-on-one against Chris Chetty. Here we go. So Chris Chetty making his debut here. Mike Awesome currently sat on a level 0 in the rankings. 1 win, 1 loss for him. Or 1 plus, 1 minus, depending on how you look at it. I'm sure he'll be hoping to get a victory here today, slamming Chris Chetty down. Chetty fighting back, though, with the elbows in the guts. Look at Mike Awesome, incredible strength, just picking him up and slamming him down. But Chris Chetty able to break free. Mike Awesome now sent into the corner. Wow, Chris Chetty sees an option here, sees an opportunity to maybe come out of this one on top. He gets himself a steel chair, but yeah, I think leaving someone like a Mike Awesome, just leaving him there, just leaving him unbeaten and just leaving him to recuperate is probably not the best idea, to be honest with you. Not the best idea at all, but there you go. Chris Chetty now sending Awesome into the corner. And Chetty's just showing some incredible speed and agility here. That's the main thing from him. Chetty now getting rid of the chair, realising it might not be in his best option, really. Boot in the face of Mike Awesome. Now Chetty bringing Awesome back up to his feet. Into the corner they go. Awesome fights back, and there's an awesome spear there on Chris Chetty as well. Mike Awesome heading up top. He was a big man, but very agile, dropping the elbow into the spine of Chris Chetty. Into the pin. Will it be enough to get him the victory? No, not quite enough. Not quite enough yet. Mike Awesome brings Chetty back up, but Chetty able to take Awesome down. Awesome now sending Chetty into the corner. And Chetty fighting back, taking Awesome with the backbreaker. It was sort of like a lethal combination there, really, wasn't it? Chetty now sending Mike Awesome into the corner once again. And Chetty's actually doing incredibly well here. Much better than I expected him to do, to be honest. I'm very surprised at the moment how well he's actually doing here against Mike Awesome. I thought it was going to be a pretty one-sided match, to be honest. I thought it might be one of those sort of matches, like almost like a jobbing match, really. As Chetty once again looking under the ring for a little bit of support. He found himself a sledgehammer, but again was just a little bit too slow, allowing Mike Awesome to get back up into a strong position. Mike Awesome now has Chetty in place and looking for that big powerbomb, but Chetty again able to fight free. Awesome taking Chris Chetty down. Yeah, I am really surprised how not slow the match has been, but I'm really surprised that Mike Awesome hasn't taken this opportunity. Of course, we're still pretty early days, so one of the things I am trying to do is really build some of these people up. So I'm giving some of the bigger names a few easier first targets to sort of get their momentum going, but they're not necessarily taking those opportunities as they should be. Chetty with a strong strike in the face of, well, Mike Awesome. Awesome fighting back, though. Boot in the gut by Chris Chetty. In with the jawbreaker as well. Chetty, nice. Wow. Catch him with that spinning heel kick. And this match is insanely much more even than I ever expected. Again, go for that spinning heel kick. I think Awesome was able to duck underneath that one. And don't forget, we've still got Psycho Sid versus Taz to come for you in this show. Awesome swung, missed. Again, a big strike by Awesome, another one. And taking him down the hard way. Mike Awesome now with Chetty up on the shoulders. Dropping an elbow right into the knee. Nice takedown once again by Mike Awesome on Chris Chetty. But Chetty again just able to fight back every single time. It stuns me just how well he does sometimes, to be honest. It really does. Big strike right in the face. Another one. Oh, Awesome with that awesome Saito suplex on the outside. Awesome now taking Chetty in. Up he goes. And looking for that big Awesome bomb and hits it on the outside. But again, he needs to be in the ring to get the actual win here. I think he's given up on just winning the match now. And he's just solely working on causing as much damage as possible to Chris Chetty. Which is not necessarily working as well as I think he hoped it would be. Big right hand into the face by Mike Awesome. Again, taking Chetty up on the shoulders. And oh my god, launches him. That's the way he launched him over the matting. So he landed spine first on the concrete, but still, just not taking advantage of the situation. How is Chris Chetty doing this? How is this even possible? There's the pin by Chris Chetty. And he almost got the win. He almost got the freaking win. Looking for a massive, massive lion salt, but wow, Mike Awesome was able to roll out the way. Awesome now sending Chetty into the corner, running elbow. Awesome now taking Chetty up once again on the shoulder. And there's another powerbomb. Surely there's only so much Chris Chetty can take. And I think that could be that level we've just hit now. As Mike Awesome does get the free count eventually and gets the extra ranking point. My God. But Chris Chetty, incredible. Was not expecting this sort of, well, performance by Chris Chetty, to be honest. I mean, question is, was it a great performance by Chris Chetty? Or was it a terrible performance from Mike Awesome? Either way, Awesome does get the points. However, arguments will be had backstage whether it should have been a hell of a lot easier than the way that he made it. But Mike Awesome does get that winning point. Does put him up to +1 in the rankings. And does start to move him in the correct direction. There we go. Victory! Let's move on now then to our main event of the evening. And here we go then. Here is our main event of the evening. Taz takes on Sid. The winner, like I said earlier on, will join Jerry Lynn in the main event. When I say main event, in the Fatal 4-Way, should give a bit more information that shouldn't already. Fatal 4-Way, 4-Way dance, whatever it's called. I'm going to start this again. The winner of this one will join Jerry Lynn in the main event of our next pay-per-view in a 4-way dance to crown the first ECW champion. We've got 2 more qualifying matches over the next 2 episodes. However, I think I did change one a little bit, didn't I? Where am I? Okay. Yeah, so next episode we've got Cactus Jack versus Raven. And then we've got a blank space versus Bam Bam Bigelow. It was supposed to be Sabu. However, with Sabu and RVD losing against Danny Doran and Roadkill. Sorry, no, Sabu was supposed to be on tonight. This was supposed to be Taz versus Sabu, but with that match last week, I dropped them out. They did not deserve. They did not deserve these opportunities, which is why Sid was able to step up. I mean, Sid's not exactly massively up the rankings himself. What's Sid on? He's on plus... Well, he's actually on 0. But this is his chance, because Taz, who is the most in-form man in ECW at the moment... is he still top of the rankings, Taz? Or I think it might actually be... We'll just double check. It might actually just be Jerry Lynn. No, Jerry Lynn, Taz, and the Great Sasuke all joint top. And I need someone to face off against Bam Bam Bigelow in a couple of weeks' time. I mean, Great Sasuke, to be honest. Up there, I think maybe should be given the opportunity against Bam Bam Bigelow. Bam Bam! Bam Bam! Bam Bam! Bigelow. Taz now with a ladder. Show him why he's a Taz maniac. Sid, though, takes the ladder off him. Taz wrestles it straight back. Sid now with Taz up on the shoulders. Oh my god, what a powerbomb. He just launched him. That was the crazy thing. Taz now, nice German suplex. You got to love Taz, haven't you? Taz is one of my favourites. I've got an idea. I mean, I don't really want to spoil it. It's not really a spoiler as such, but I mean, if you made it this far, you deserve a little bit of an insight. But considering in my AEW universe, where I do have the same Taz, but I've just made him look a bit older and put a suit on him. Obviously, the leader of Team Taz. I was considering giving him an opportunity in the future of an actual match. I mean, someone like a Taz versus Cody, even like a Taz versus, oh, wow. Sid just slammed Taz on that ladder. Taz versus Cody or Taz versus Arn Anderson or... It's one of those sort of lines. Oh, my God, the back of his head hit there as well. And Sid is looking incredible here at the moment. Oh my god, Sid! Sid is just slamming Taz onto ladder after ladder after ladder. Still not quite enough though, which surprises me because Taz took a hell of a lot of damage there. Hell of a lot of damage. Pin once again by Sid. Again, not enough. Taz with the jawbreaker now. Gets around the back of Sid. If Taz can turn this around now, he really, really would show that he really deserves to be in that main event. I mean, we know how good Taz is anyway. There's no argument about how good Taz actually is. And I would be more than honoured to have Taz as my first champion. Sid now slamming the knee of Taz into the mat. A big boot in the arm as well. Sid now wrenching back and he looks like he's gouging the eyes to pull the head back here. Sheer brutality, really. Absolute sheer brutality. Sid with a big clothesline taking Taz down. Taz now slides to the outside. Sid now brings Taz back up to a standing base and has him throttled up and slammed down in the choke slam. Nice German suplex once again by Taz. Sorry, I'm just typing. As you do. Typey, typey, type. Got to keep track of the things that are going on, haven't I? Nice jackknife powerbomb once again by Sid. Slamming on the knee of Taz. Sid takes Taz and drops him neck first across the apron. Taz, big strike in the face of Sid. Sending Sid back into the ring. Taz with a big strike. Now, oh my god, he just... Oh my god. Belly to belly, over the top, crashing to the ground. And Taz now throws the ladder out of the ring onto Sid as well. This is a real clash of the Titans between these two. A real clash of the Titans between these two. Taz now bringing... Sorry, Taz being brought back up to his feet, shall I say, by Psycho Sid. Taz now, nice. Suplex once again. Of course, Taz is known as a suplex machine. Well, my favourite things in Impact was when they had Taz managing Samoa Joe. I mean, that was just the most perfect thing that could ever happen, really. And I must admit, I quite like Taz. I wasn't, like, overly keen on him in WWE years ago. But commentary skills-wise, he's got a lot better over the years. I really appreciate his work on AEW. And for me, he's one of the highlights of AEW, I must say. Taz now slamming the back of the head of Psycho Sid into the mat. Before now looking to drop into a... No, I thought he was going to drop into a pin, but instead he grabs a hold of the arm and the leg. Taz fighting back. And Sid escaping. Taz, though, chases straight after Sid. Taz taking him down with that suplex. What a strike right in the face of Sid, and spins him as well. Sid sent back into the ring. Big clothesline by Sid once again on Taz. Taz back up on his feet into the big belly to belly. It really is a very open match between these two. Nice lifted DDT by Taz. Sending Sid into the ring. I mean, there can't be a lot left in this match now. Both of these guys given quite a bit. They're both very big. Well, I said this in the last video, didn't I? I always class Taz as a big guy when he's like literally like 3'7". He's not really a big guy when you look at it that way. Taz now with that submission locked in. Sid now throttling Taz. Takes him up into the big choke slam. There's the pin. 1, 2. No, Taz kicked out. Taz kicked out. Sid now, though, looking to Finish Taz off, takes him up into that jackknife powerbomb. That could be enough. There's the pin. 1, 2, and no again. Taz kicks out. I can't believe this, to be honest with you. And Taz once again locking in that submission. I mean, he is taking the leg and the arm, which is wise, because obviously if you take away the leg of the big Ridwood, it can't really take you down that well. Taz with a big Taz gets it with a big T-bone suplex. Wow. Taz just outlasted Sid there, I think. I don't think he necessarily beat him, he just outlasted him. That's all you've got to do. And Sid, you can see, not happy at all. Taz able to escape. And that puts Sid back into a -1, and Sid's taken the referee out. Wow. We've seen a little bit of a change in heart in Psycho Sid. He's going back to the old Psycho by the looks of it. Well, there we go. That puts Taz in the main event alongside Jerry Lynn to fight it out for the first ECW Championship. Of course, we've got 2 more people to add to that one. Next episode, we've got Raven going up against Cactus Jack. Then we're going to have Bam Bam Bigelow against, we don't know yet. Any suggestions, let me know in the comment section down below. But I'm going to love you and leave you right there, because this has been a very fun episode of ECW. I don't want to push my luck too much. I hope you have enjoyed it. Of course, if you have, like, subscribe, other good stuff. And I'll see you again next time for some more ECW Lives. Bye-bye.